Hey, what's up guys? So welcome back. I can't even remember the last time I posted up a video, took a video. It's been too long. It's been way too long. But you know, things get, times change, people move, and that's exactly what happened. So I moved to an 11-acre property, very beautiful property, creek backed up behind it. So that's been keeping me busy. A lot of home renovations, rebuilding of a dock, various projects around the property. And I've been using this to help me with the property as well. T250 Bobcat. It's a diesel. I like diesel. So plenty of things have been keeping me busy. I got another kid now. So what I wanted to do is actually reintroduce my truck, show you with where I'm at currently, because it's been a year and a half, 2 years. I can't even remember. So I'll get y'all back on track, remind you of what I have on my truck, and just continue the build process. It's just one thing I always, I keep enjoying, upgrading the truck. So let's get straight to it. All right, so I got a Rancho Legend front bumper. This thing is beefy, very beefy. No limit intake piping kit. Highly recommend that. It comes with hot side, cold side intake, and then the actual intake itself. And then there's a manifold. The intake manifold was replaced. Very high quality product. All right, 18-inch wheels. These are fuels, 325 LT 325 65 R18. What I ended up doing is removing my Carly leveling kit. So I put stock suspension back on. Got too tough with my pregnant wife, and then I ended up tearing my shoulder, so I couldn't put my own kids in the truck. So that's why I just dropped it. But I do want to install a leveling kit again. It's just a matter of when. See a 5-inch? You see that 5-inch straight? All right, I removed the muffler. That's where it used to be. Thing sounds beautiful. Fox shocks, Airlift airbags, wireless airbags with a compressor. Little exhaust tip, nothing too crazy. This is what I ended up doing. A little Northern Tool and Equipment toolbox. All right, and a 51-gallon auxiliary tank. All right, and this is where I put my diesel, so I can fill up my skid steer, because filling up the skid steer, fueling it up, it just sucks, period, with the angles and whatnot. So I needed a fuel tank again. I knew I wanted a fuel tank with some storage area, so I went with this little guy. Reason being is because I still need space for a gooseneck. I plan on using that somewhere in the future to take my skid steer to various jobs, projects, things of that sort. So I needed enough room for the gooseneck to still hook up and rotate, things like that. You know, I'd be in a different position if it was a long bed, but that's not the case. So I had to make sure all the dimensions, specs were good to go, especially since I installed this Rancho headache rack. High quality product. Highly recommend. That thing looks cool. I can put lumber up from the bed, angle it up, and just ratchet strap it all up across the headache rack. For those who don't know, that's how it's supposed to be utilized. Other than it looking pretty cool, if you ask me. All right, so it's got this metal plate. Comes down about, I don't know, 2.5 feet, 3 feet. So I needed to make sure that the measurements of this toolbox would not exceed that bolt, and we're good to go. Okay. So there's plenty of variations. You just need to do some shopping around in terms of how you want your setup to be. All right, nothing done on the interior. I do want to put a new audio system in though. That would be cool. All right, still got my Easy Link 3. Let's show you how many miles this thing's got. 164,000. I bought it with 121,000 miles. And this was back in 2023, I believe. And so I bought it with 121,000 miles. This was back in December 2023, I believe. So going on 3.5 years. I think I deleted it at 130,000 miles with no issues. I wanted to put a little bit of miles on it to ensure that it was good to go, and I wasn't spending the amount of money on a truck that would probably give out. This thing has been extremely reliable. I'm not even lying with you all, guys. Every week I'm pulling 15,000 pounds. I just have a 75 horse tune on it. Nothing crazy. I'm being responsible with it. I could put a 230 horse tune on it, and it'll be just fine. I've done that in the past for months, but I figured, you know, with the amount of pulling that I've been doing and towing and what I will be doing, let's just go for longevity, and I put it on 75, and I never have to worry about the EGTs. You would if you were pushing 15,000+ pounds with a 230 horse tune, because your EGTs would be potentially sky high, and I think they say right at around 1400 degrees. That's where you got some issues if you're running that high, and it's possible too. All right, so EGR delete kit that has been installed. What else do I have down here? Everything looks good, nice, clean. I had the upper intake leak, the upper oil pan leak fixed. I had Ford do that because that's not something I'm doing in my garage, but you know, just mostly stock, other than it being deleted, and have somewhat of a piping kit. Wheels, nothing crazy. Like I said, I dropped the rear to the stock size, stock suspension, so it's like a 2-inch puck instead of like a 4.5 that I removed from the truck. So as you can see, it's yeah, just a nice height. Nothing crazy, I would say. I am tempted to put a 4-inch, just drive around a big ass truck. With how well it pulls and drives, this thing will be great. All right, I also color matched the bumper, so I removed this. All right, I didn't paint this. This was already black because it comes with the King Ranch model, but this whole grill removed as a whole. So I removed this part. This was color matched to the Caribou Brown. That's black. I even did the emblem. Pretty proud of it. It's not something that people really see because I got that big ass Rancho grill, but it's one thing that I've been trying to remove the chrome over years, and so proud of that job. This one, not so much. You can already see the paint's chipping. I didn't take my time on this project, and I think it was the first time I tried color matching or painting on my own. Mind you, I've been using spray cans, color coded to Caribou Brown and the Tuxedo Black on these 2015 trucks, but there's been a lot of maintenance done on this truck. I do, 7,500 miles, oil change, every other oil change, new fuel filters. I replaced the Fox dual steering stabilizer. Put just a cheap kit on there. It does well. I got good tires. I replaced, I pretty much rebuilt the entire front suspension. All right. So, adjustable track bar, or I'm sorry, not an adjustable track bar. Upgraded track bar, drag link, all the ball joints, the upper steering stabilizer is good to go. Tie rod ends, ball joints, even the ball joints on the hubs. I'm telling you, the project was a B, but you know what? I have no shake and no hesitation going over some bumps and things of that sort. This thing drives extremely smooth for 2015. Drives smoother than my father-in-law's 2021 F250, but he keeps the tires a little too high with PSI, and so I think that's what's impairing the drivability and the experience driving the truck. But these are heavy duty trucks. They're not meant to ride like Cadillacs, although this one is very, very solid, very comfortable. I wouldn't even say it's very close to driving a Cadillac. It's obviously a heavy duty truck still, but with the PSI and the tires, the more tire than wheel, all of that adds up. Nice suspension, shocks. What do I have? Ranchos up front for shocks, and then I got some Foxes in the rear, so everything's good to go. I hold diesel in there. This thing's money. Very simple. Little cheap upgrade. That was already paint matched with the King Ranch. I've had to reseal those a couple of times, prevent water from coming in, bulbs go out, kind of do that process. But you know what? Truck has been extremely reliable. I already said it. I'm going to keep saying it. We pay good money for our trucks. I take care of what I have, and so I do have some more upgrades that I'm wanting to install on the truck. And these are all Weston parts. So more to come. There's more projects I want to do. This is just the next one, but all right, guys. So if you have any questions, comments, go ahead and let me know down below. Sorry for the lapse in all the videos. I've been busy with all the projects at the house. You can see the property, and there's a shit ton more land behind all the tree line. Got a dock, rebuilt that dock over there. This whole fence I put up. Still some work to be done, but you know, it's a lot of projects. You know what, if it's not projects, it's just maintenance that keeps you busy. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.